Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up, my ninjas? Good to see you. Joining you from my office here. And I had a post that I put out yesterday, and I asked everybody, what is it that you would really like to have some training on? And so I've waited like 24 hours, and there are a bunch of responses. If you are on Facebook, search at Gene Slade, just like it's spelled down here, and you'll be able to pull up my Facebook page and you can participate and put on there what it is that you want to learn about sales in the HVAC, plumbing, electrical, pest control, any of the service trade space, because that's who we serve. Also, if you're just joining live right now, please go ahead and just put live in the comments. What's up, Tristian? Good to see you, brother. Also, if you're actually joining us on a replay, will you please type replay in the comments? I don't ask a whole lot, but I do ask for a little bit of engagement. Cool? So a gentleman, I forget what even his name is right now, but he asked, what is the best way to enter the water filtration conversation when you weren't there for that? If you guys look at Christian in the comments, he actually just came to our black belt sales training class a couple of days ago. Actually, it was last week, and he learned exactly this. So he can probably throw some comments in the comments for you guys and help you out as well. Okay. So the question is, what is the best way? And this is for mainly my plumbers, but HVAC guys, please don't miss out on this. Hey guys, hit the hearts, hit the likes a little bit, get some engagement going here. Okay. What did you know that if you're an HVAC technician, that a lot of times, what's up, Jesus? A lot of times you don't actually need to be a licensed plumber to sell water treatment. In the state of Florida, any HVAC technician can go out and actually sell and install this stuff, right? Check your local codes where you're at, but it's a great add-on for people who are already used to selling IAQ and things like that. Okay, so here's the answer to your question. All right. First question that I have for you is, what causes plumbing problems? What is the root cause of pretty much every plumbing problem that you run into? Plumbers, I need you to jump in here for me and actually fill up the comments with I don't want to just give it to you right now. Just throw something in the comments right now. What is the number one cause of most plumbing problems? Christian says hard water. All right. We're going to take it just even a step further. It could be, it's just the water. Okay, it's everything that's in the water. Christian says, am I getting that right, brother? Tony Nilbert says chlorine. All right, so chlorine's a big one. Chloramines are a big one. The hardness, which is the calcium and the magnesium, those actually beat up the plumbing system, right? What else? Did you know that the chlorine, when they put it into the water system, that it mixes with other organic compounds? Wait a minute. To create toxins that are 10,000, you can do the research, 10,000 times more toxic than chlorine itself. Question for you. Would you take a glass of water, dip it into a swimming pool, and drink it up? That's gross, right? But did you know that your tap water, the water that comes out of your faucet, actually has got more or the equivalent amount of chlorine that a pool would have? You know, when people are pee-pee and poo-pooing and stuff, right? To kill all that stuff. Kind of gross, right? HVAC guys installing plumbing. Come on, man. If you can put in a float switch, really? It's just pipe in and pipe out. Not a big deal. Might want to check with your local plumber, though. And hey, by the way, if you can't install it, subcontract it to your local plumber. All right? It's a half day's worth of work for them. Like, give them all the materials and everything, and then pay them $600, $700 for, or whatever it is that they charge for a half day's worth of labor. Build it into your cost. All right? So yes, the quality of the water is what causes plumbing problems, period. And you fools, yes, you, not all of you, but some of you, come on, you know who you are. You're going in and you're fixing the plumbing problem. Excuse me. And your bosses have probably even said, hey, why don't you sell water filtration? But you got 7 calls on you. So you don't take the time to have the conversation. Could I share a little secret with you? I've owned my own businesses, several of them, right? And I can tell you that when I'm in a house, if I will slow down and I will take the time to do a full inspection, Tristian can tell you about this. All right. He just came back from the class, started doing full inspections. His first one out of the gate, an $8,200 sale. All right. And he did a free inspection with it. Right. I can tell you how to get the client to allow you to do a free inspection. If you put me down in the comments, say, just put me, how do I get them to allow me to do the whole inspection? Just put the question in the comments. All right. So back to your answer as to how you actually get the conversation started about water filtration. Give me some hearts and some thumbs up if you want to actually hear some of the questions that I would ask a client right now in order to get them involved, to get them concerned. Because bottom line is, if they don't feel like there's a problem, they ain't parting with their money. Okay? Did I get some hearts? Or I don't know. I need to hit them mother truckers. Come on. Come on, Facebook. Come on, YouTube. Come on, all the platforms. All right. What's the best way to enter the water conversation? All right, here it is. You ready? I'm going to give you some questions. First of all, you got a leaky flapper, or you got a cartridge that's squeaking when you're turning it, or whatever the problem is with the plumbing system. You know that it's because of the water that flows through it and the shit that's in it. Okay? You know it. Come on, plumbers. So let's serve our clients at a higher level. All right. And I'm going to help you because I know your boss didn't tell you what questions to ask. You had a local supplier that came out and told you about water filtration, told you about softeners and what they do, but they never told you how to get the client to actually want one. And every time you bring it up, they hit you in the fucking face. Excuse my language. We might have to bleep that out, team, for the YouTube, right? Bottom line is that you get sick and tired of sticking your neck out for people and them not appreciating it when you're really trying to just do some good for them. Am I right? Put "you're right" in the comments if that's really how you feel as a technician, that you're really out there trying to serve the customer at the highest level. And if they could just know what you know, you'd be able to help them. And then you start talking technical to them and they look like a deer in the headlights, right? They freeze and you can tell they're not listening, but you don't know what to do. I'm going to help you right now. You ready? And this is for free. This is on me. Should be charging for. I'm not going to give you the whole thing. You want the whole thing, you got to reach out to me and we'll have a conversation. Okay. So first question is, when I find the problem, I'll let them know, hey, this is the problem. First question I have for you. Why don't you have a water filtration system? Go ahead and write it down. Write it down. I'm not going to give you all the questions. Why don't you have a water filtration system? And I want you to look at them kind of like a dog would look at you when the dog doesn't know what you're talking about or it's kind of confused. You know how when you talk to a dog and the dog will, right? I want you to do that. Okay? Why don't you have a water filtration system? And just wait for the client. See what they say. They might say, nobody's ever talked to me about that. They might say, I don't know. They might say, I had a water softener back in whatever, 12 years ago, and I didn't like that slick, slimy feeling. All right? Isn't this important? Isn't this important information for you to have in order to be able to help them? If they don't like that slick, slimy feeling, you put them into a halo, right? You guys don't know about Halo, you need to reach out to me. Halo is actually one of our sponsors of our Black Belt sales training events. And a Halo does not do what a softener does, but it handles the same stuff that a softener does. You want to know about it, reach out to me. Put Halo down in the comments. If you already use Halo, put I use Halo in the comments. Will you do that for me? I appreciate it because I'm giving you some stuff here. First, why don't you have a water filtration system? Wait to hear what they say. Here's the next one. Did you know that the problem that you are having today is more a result of the quality of the water coming into your house than it is your plumbing system? I'll say that again. Did you know that the problem that you're having today is more a result of the quality of the water coming into your house than it is your plumbing system? You got to get people thinking. You got to stop talking at people. How do you like being told what to do? We need to get the customer to come to the conclusion that something needs to be done on their own. You got me? This is important. If you don't pay attention to this rule, you're going to miss everything. You're going to miss the whole ball of wax. You guys are out there selling value when customers don't even want a solution because they don't feel like there's a problem. Did you know that the problem that you're having today is more of a result of the quality of your water coming into the house than it is your plumbing system? How about this? Were you aware that you will continue? Were you aware that you'll continue to have plumbing problems like this until you end up taking care of the root of the problem. Ready? I'm not giving you everything, all right? But this is the Cliff's Notes. You will sell stuff with this. You will sell water treatment system with. You won't have a 90% closing ratio like our trainees do, but you're going to sell some stuff. You ready? Use it. Would you like to know what our clients have us do when we run into this situation? Would you like to know what our clients have us do when we run into this situation? Okay. I better get some thumbs up or some hearts for this. This is good stuff. This is going to make you thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It could generate millions of dollars in revenue for your company. All right. Matter of fact, put somebody's name down in the comments that needs to hear this. Please help me help them. It's free. Come on. Would you share it if it was free? All right. Let's see what else I got here. We'll talk about that in a second. Here's the other thing. If you're going to beat up on, you got to find an enemy. You got to beat up on the chlorine. You got to beat up on the hardness. You cannot beat up on the intelligence of the consumer. All right. That's a big, big tip. I want to share more with you, but this live's already getting a little bit long. So I want to invite you to take a look at some of the back end stuff inside of Lead Ninja. All right. If you've done business with me, put some comments down in the comments about what your results have been and whether or not you would actually vouch for me and for my team. All right. So you can look at some of our black belt sales training events. Next one I think is coming up in October. We're not going to be doing anything live for the summer. All right. Not that I'm aware of, unless I get a wild hair or something like that. The other thing you want to check out is the Lead Ninja Mastermind. All right. This is where I actually meet with people twice a week. I meet with people like you twice a week for an hour. 9 to 10 a.m. There's a whole back-end platform as well that's got like 400 hours worth of content in it. Every objection that you've ever run into is covered inside of the Lead Ninja Mastermind. If there's an objection that you haven't run into, chances are I haven't run into it. All right. But I can solve all of those problems for you. Not a problem. So I hope that you got just a little bit of value out of the plumbing scripts and stuff like that. The plumbing questions, if you will. Comment me if you want more information on some of the other stuff that we've got. No obligation or anything like that. Of course, we expect to have to earn your business like we do everybody else's. All right. So I want to thank, I think it was Patrick that asked the question, what's the best way to enter the water filtration conversation? By the way, you can enter any conversation this way. Why don't you have fill in the blank? Surge protection, pressure reducing valve. Why don't you have a whole house surge protection system? I mean, do with it what you want, guys. Love you. Go kick some ass, ninjas. You want any more information like this, go to leadninjasystem.com for more. Peace.